YouTube, Barcode here. Today I'm bringing you another Heir of Light video. Today is going to be just about the best way to get the free Nat 5 Fire Xita, the Moon Bewitched hero. He is an ignore defense monster, which everybody should know by now. 80% chance to deal damage ignoring the enemy's defense. It does get changed to 100% after the patch. However, it won't crit, and the damage will be increased to 60%. It's not a nerf, it's not a buff, it's just a rework, and we don't really know the numbers until after the patch. So, just be patient. This first skill is being changed to increase his attack of all allies for 30 seconds, so that will benefit the new patch rework. Also, the passive is getting increased to a level 2. He'll still have a decrease of defense, and he's a pretty good monster. What I want to test after the fact is if that ignore defense can glance. Since he can't crit, is he still going to glance against other elements? I'm guessing yes, but if he doesn't, then we have a problem with all ignore defense monsters, and it doesn't matter what element you take. You can take a full fire team on your defense and put Bjorn in a fire tank and PvP passive, make Xita super fast, can ignore defense anyone, but we won't know for sure. So let's just be patient on the patch and wait for the numbers. Today I'm just going to show you what I think is the best way to get that done. And what I did was I pretty much leveled every normal element, well, every element, fire, water, forest, and light and dark, to at least level 22 of the star rewards up here. Okay, when you get that, you'll be pretty close to getting the Fire Xita already, because level 29 brings you, or level 28 brings you 80 Xita shards. So once you get to that point, you only really, after level 22 of all of the elements, you really only need to get 2 of the elements to level 28, which I did for fire, and which I need to get that skill one, and I also did for forest. That was enough shards to get me Fire Xita. Once you get the 500 shards, if you didn't know this already, I'll just show you real quick. You go to summon. Ignore this is for after the patch. You will have a new little summon box down here with the Fire Xita, and you'll be able to summon him from there. He's definitely great when awoken, for that extra attack boost. He has a great base stat for attack just at 5-star max. It's like 946 or something like that, which is pretty on par with like a 6-star Nat 3, like Dark Wiggly, something like that. So at 6-star, I don't know his base, I didn't look, but he's a good monster to have. So the best way to do it, like I said, level 22 on all elements, get at least 2 of them to a level 28, and you'll be able to get the shards. Now, if having trouble with a tile, I have about 3 or 4 teams that you could take. Take it off of auto for one, and try to manual it. If you can't manual it, then look at your runes, blah 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 blah. You know, you've heard the story. But what I want to show you is how I go about things when I have a hard time. So say you're stuck on one of these higher level, things. Okay, there's a couple teams you can take. Okay. You could take the typical tank, DPS healer, okay, which is very common. It's your normal build, frontline, damage, and then healer. Okay, if that doesn't work, what you might want to try is, depending on what you're facing. So if your healer can't heal your tank, then maybe drop a DPS, bring another tank. 2 tanks, 1 DPS, 1 healer. What this does is, this pretty much gives your healer time, if the healer's not fast enough, to be able to heal the whole group in general. So, you know, the first tank will get the aggro, get some damage done. You can then heal with your healer, and then say the tank is getting low again, your heal's not up, you can taunt with the other tank, and then he'll take damage, and then you'll get a heal off, and by the time the heal gets off, both tanks will be at full. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it, instead of bringing 2 tanks, is actually bring 2 healers. Now, this is where it gets tricky. If you go to 2 healer route, you're gonna want either your best DPS nuker, or you can bring a dot team. Just, you know, for example, Fire Lara. She wouldn't be good here, obviously, because it's Water Bella. But you could bring, you know, if you ignore defense monster right now, hits for 250k, you know, and you just keep repeating and refreshing until he's dead. But that's another way that I've beaten harder levels. A third way is to actually bring a tank and 3 DPS. So what this does is you want to kill that guy as fast as possible. This could be for issues where you don't die per se, but the tower keeps killing you. Bring 3 DPS, burn that enemy down, and then if you just want to get past the level, just refresh once. It's 30 carats. I think it's 30. So it's 30 carats. You just refresh once, and then you're done with it, and you move on to the next tile. Sometimes it just takes that to, you know, a refresh. So like for this, for example, there's Water Executioner. Some people can't get past that high HP pool before the tower kills you, or, you know, you just can't get it down. Skip it, move on to the next one. Bella has a smaller HP range. You just nuke her down. So that's one reason. One other thing that you could do. Another thing you could do is exploit the tower, which everybody talks about it. I'll kind of show you too, and I'll just do this for an example. Let's do this for an example. So this is how you kind of exploit the tower per se. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show. This is gonna be so slow, but all I'm gonna show you is how to do that. And I'll probably skip through half of this just so we can get to that point. This is the skill I'm talking about on the tower. Catastrophe. Unavoidable catastrophe generates from the monument. It's the slowest skill on here. Okay. On these stages, it's about like 2 or 3 minutes or something like that. Some omens, it's about 4. I better stop using skills. I better stop using skills so this guy don't die. So this is the catastrophe. Here you see the bar going up. So let's just keep this going. Let's keep the heals. So I'm not going to die, but I'm just going to show you how this can do. And you could do this necessarily too. You know, I have 2 healers, heal over time. You can essentially do this all day long as illusion dot hits. Which I need to max your skills, and I'm working on that. So, but yeah, I mean, see, just 1 level 5 dot just destroys them. Destroys them. All right, we're halfway there. So, I mean, you could essentially do this nonstop on any tile and get past, so you could just get your free nat 5. There's some level 40s that don't even have a nat 5 yet. I know in the other game I don't like to mention, Summoner's War, Barf, you know, I didn't get a nat 5 for a year and a half. So, alright, so Catastrophe's almost there at the right of your screen. The bar is almost there. So you want to take it off of auto, okay, so you don't use any skills, which like I did, I shouldn't have. But so you'll see it light up, and when it hits Catastrophe, right when the screen changes, you want to press an ultimate. And this practically just changes whole point of the tower and the catastrophe, because you can just dodge it every time. So you could essentially do this all day long as it's an enemy that doesn't heal themselves. You could take 2 healers, a support, and a tank, and just take care of it this way. I mean, it's pretty simple. So that's how you kind of, dodge the tower per se, exploit the tower per se. But I'm putting it on there now, just so everybody can take advantage of it before, Game Evil, whatever, takes it down, because I don't think that's how they originally intended it. So now the thing with using something like that, you won't get the 3-star or 2-star victory. You'll get a 1-star. So you want to make sure you just are trying to get past that level, as in, quest chapter rewards, or just get past that level so you can maybe get to the next level that might be a little bit easier for you. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Comment down below any suggestions. Please like and subscribe, and have a good day. Peace.